you should be successful. You're really charming, right?
Yeah. It's fine. I'm still going to do it because they're there. We should use them. All right.
That's
So
true.
No, you fell horribly.
Yeah.
But
Well, you got a
can
bunch of advantages.
with what happens there is you can spend 3 advantage to give 2 blue die out.
Alright.
You spend 1 advantage to give a blue die to the next person in line, and
Yeah.
2 to give blue die to anybody you want.
Am I still able to shoot?
No, that's your action, right?
Uh.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Why aren't you shooting?
It says action.
Yes, that's your action.
Okay. Yeah. All right then. That's fine. I just want to be useful, man. Like it's not within my character.
Yeah, you try to do it, and he's like, "I told you I would not fall for it. I heard you talking."
All right. Jax, take 3 blue die, I guess.
3 blue die.
Yeah, you said I can give 2 to anyone, and I can give 1 to the next person who acts.
No, you give 1 to the next person who acts and 1 to anybody you want.
Oh.
You can give them both to the same person, but that's a total.
So he's
Yeah.
gonna get 3.
Did that use all of my? Did that use all of my things? By the way.
No, you still have 1 advantage left.
Can I use that to remove some strain off myself?
Yes, you can use to remove 1 strain.
Okay. Yeah. So you got 3 blue die for this turn, Jax.
2 blue die.
No, he
already
still
had
has
one.
my
Yeah.
training.
Oh,
my
okay.
leadership
All right.
thing.
I also have. I always have a one blue die on my gun because it's accurate.
Okay.
So 4 blue die. Shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the Rhodian, and it's 1 purple. That
Yes.
sounds good.
Yes, that does sound pretty good.
It's actually
That's-
1 red because he's adversary, so he upgrades it.
Okay. I am going to shoot the Rhodian, and he's going to die.
Okay.
Yeah.
You critical him basically.
It's 8, 9,
Yeah.
10.
Wait, can you use?
Are you activating a critical?
Let's see. I'm doing 12 damage. I use 3 of those to activate a critical.
Okay.
Then I use 1 to give whoever does something next blue die.
That's mine too.
And can I use 2 die to make myself harder to hit?
You don't have that many.
I have 6. I need 3 to crit, 1 to. How much do I need to make myself
3
harder
to crit, and then 1 to give to the next, and so you have 2 left, right?
Yeah.
So let's see here. I'm pretty sure I sent out the document that has all of the.
Yeah, but I'm just looking for it now.
Yeah, I just don't have it memorized.
You can give a black die to targeted character's next check, which would be helpful, except that person's dying.
Wait, how many die do you have left over? How many advantages?
2.
2.
2. Yeah. So you, yeah, you can, yeah, perform an immediate free maneuver, as well.
I take extra cover.
That's not a thing.
I know. I have no idea
You
what to
could
do with those
bank and
2.
aim for next round so that you have
Oh, yeah, like
you
okay.
have another blue die waiting for you.
Oh, cool. I love having way
Yeah.
too many blue dice.
All right. So yeah, you keep shooting, and the Rhodian takes like a minor nick on his head from one of your blasters, and then you see his brains explode out of it, and he's just like, ah! Actually, no. This is Star Wars. So he gets it like grazes his head, and he falls over and doesn't move. There's no brains exploding because it's Star Wars.
Yeah, if a thermal detonator didn't like fucking
Liquefy us.
liquefy someone, then yeah.
All right, Toby.
Yeah, we were very bad. You were very badly burned. That was about it. Yeah, I like pull out like a med pack out of my backpack and like I'm probably have to like dash across the open door to get over to the side that Jax is on.
Okay.
It's okay. They have stormtrooper accuracy.
Yeah,
So that's
I like
2
slowly
maneuvers.
walk across it. So it's like.
Droids never get hit.
yeah.
That's been
Oh, I'm
firmly
sorry. That's one
established.
maneuver. Yeah. What do you want to do?
And then I'm gonna do my medicine check, which is did you say it was 1 purple wound, right?
Are you
You're
healing
trying to
the
heal his
wounds?
critical?
Or
I
no,
don't know
no,
that
I just
you
want
can
to
do
heal.
this during the middle of combat.
Oh, I can heal wounds during combat, though, right? just can't do that.
I'm not certain. The med pack might let you do something.
Can
Yeah.
inject me with
Routine
I
first
don't know.
aid. I can't do that in like a turn.
Sure, but remember, he's not going to be able to heal anything for a week after you do that.
Might wanna just
You might want to hold
wait.
off till the end because
Oh.
if you overshoot,
You should get yourself a blaster or something like that, man.
I'm down 5, but I
So-
can take another round of shooting.
Coral, don't you have a holdout blaster as well?
Yeah, okay.
Is
I
that what
pulled
you're
that.
using? Are you
No.
just holding onto it, or are you going to give it to?
Yeah, I
I
reached
mean,
down.
I imagine it's in my back, like in my back
It's
of
in
my
your
pants or something
It's
like that.
no, it's probably
Gangsta style.
it's probably in your crotch, and I have to like reach in there and grab it.
So what's happening then this round?
Is that a thing I can do? Like raid him of his weapon?
Yes. So instead of
Okay.
moving, you want to take his weapon off of him.
Yeah, and
Okay.
let's see, what's the thing to shoot? It's not brawl. It's gunnery.
It's light.
Range
No, it's
light.
light.
Agility, range,
firearm.
light.
So
Okay,
it's
and I
just
get 2
agility
blue.
If you don't have it.
One
You're
from
shooting against
each.
1 purple, 1 black. I'm sorry, 1 red, 1 black.
What's the black coming from?
They took cover behind the table.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
They flipped the table over and hid behind it.
Oh, this is that's all right.
Our fine table.
Shit.
So
Well, you hit him.
you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to shoot your blaster, right? And 1 shot goes off, and then the blaster goes like, pew!
You have
And
to reload it.
It ejects its ammunition core.
I pressed all the wrong buttons at the same time.
It's like playing
I don't know which one
Battlefront.
is the trigger. Just pull everything.
It's Battlefront, so the weapon's like, beep, 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 and you missed your like hit R when the yellow bars are in
Right.
place.
So now I have to wait. Yeah.
Now you, well, now you-
Active reloading.
So in order to do this, you have to actively reload it with a new ammo pack, which you probably don't have on you.
Takes a maneuver.
You also have to have the ammo pack.
That's blaster based damage.
yes. So
plus
what is the
successes.
damage for a holdout blaster?
5.
Okay, so it deals 1 point of damage to human.
Excellent.
Yeah, I
You
think that. So what we see is Toby reaches up, goes into Coral's crotch, pulls out the blaster, fires it once, and the blaster basically just melts in his hand.
Sorry, it was a little warm when you pulled it out.
Overheated already. Man.
So,
I get excited in gunfights, alright? God damn.
yeah, they continue pouring fire at Jax. So let's see here. They're both using aim. Jax, what is your defense die now? You've still got 2?
2
Two.
black. Yeah.
Right. Black, 1 blue. Actually, the first one has 2 blue.
Wait, does your armor not have like
Nope, no defense. It's just
range defense or anything like that?
Stormtrooper armor is crap. It's 2 soak. That's it.
Well, soak is fucking awesome. Don't
Yes,
discount.
yeah,
soak.
yeah.
Okay, so you get hit for 11, 12, 13? No, 11. You get hit for 11.
That's 6. Yeah, this would be the point where healing would be good.
And then this one has 1 blue, as they're both like aiming down the scope at you. Alright, that one narrowly misses, but it hits like a light fixture that starts flickering overhead, and sparks fly down and get in Jax's eyes. And that's why he's passing 2 blue die to the next person who acts.
Me. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot.
Shoot the human. He's been hit already.
Okay. I will shoot the human.
Yeah, I singed his jacket.
Well, actually,
I
I want
rolling?
to cut to Dargo. I feel like Dargo's ship, the shuttle Tidarium, is leaving the station right now, but you still got cam footage.
Yep.
What's it like watching this fight take place?
Is there popcorn where I'm at?
There's probably a slender Twi'lecian female stewardess who's like serving meals right now and like asking for your drink order.
Popcorn and blue milk, please.
Of course, sir. Of course.
Yeah, I'm stuck on this boat. I can't go to their aid.
I'm just like
And as far as I know, I don't think. Well, no, Dargo doesn't know that. Never mind.
my female Twi'lek senses are tingling.
I will end up doing something before the episode, which is going to be a flashback if there's any force dice left. But
Okay.
we'll hold
There's
off until
lots of
after
force
this.
dice left.
Yeah, assuming they don't spend them all. Which...
I want to point out, I spend all of my force dice, so you guys can use them.
Yeah, I've been
But you
spending
guys-
them. Jesus Christ.
I
Don't
need to
spend
figure out
shit.
something cool to do with them.
Yeah, use them to upgrade or downgrade checks. All
All
right.
right. What am
You're
I
up,
rolling here?
Coral. What do you
What
want
am I
to do?
rolling? Shoot a man.
All right. Finally firing your gun in anger. You're rolling against one black, one red.
Okay. Can I use a force die to make that a poop?
Make what a poop.
A purple.
Poop, poople.
I will spend my force die to recounter that.
Alright.
Boring.
Now, do I have any like special abilities here?
I don't
Uh,
think so. Force is strong in this room.
okay.
There's force bouncing all over here.
All right.
Come on, shoot him in the face. Eh.
Nope. What do you want to do?
I get a strain back and I pass on a die.
All right. Excellent.
All right,
Okay.
I think now. Is it medicine check
Okay.
time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Uh,
Can I while he's doing that use a force die? His shot missed. It hit our table and took it in half, taking away their cover.
Nope.
Damn. Okay, what can I use
Well,
force dice on cool stuff?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Ah,
It hits the
Suck
table. Your table starts melting. Probably it's the same table that threw the thermal detonator, so now it's
Yeah.
it's
It's just like
taking
it's just duct tape back together, and the fact
Yep.
that my blaster was overcompensating for heat, and it just melts the fucking duct tape around it, and it just like falls to bits.
All right. So what do you want to do, Toby? I think you're waddling over there. And...
yeah. So I'm using my last blue from the awesome coral speech,
Okay.
and
and one more blue from Coral's
Carl.
last action.
oh right, okay,
Yep.
2 blue, versus
Well,
How
What's
many
the-
wounds do you have
I now have 11,
out of?
13.
That's. I think it's at least
Difficult.
2 purple.
2 purple, and let's go, baby.
Woo!
Fucking
All
good
right.
at healing.
Critical hit is removed,
Good.
Jax.
Hey, critical, and you heal me for 3 because you've got that super thingy there with you heal 2 more, right?
Yeah.
Nice, and you took care of that critical. Nice job, Toby.
I can see how inspired you are, and I give a thumbs up. Like,
You know, jolly good. I love
right,
being able to
Jax.
do my work. Sorry, I have to get
Sure.
shot first.
Ah,
my crossbow's
No
a little
worries.
lighter now that the hold-up pistol's missing, so I can shoot better.
Oh wait, but oh no, never mind. Okay, I see. Yeah, makes sense.
yeah. Let's.
True
So
against
now
one red.
So now I only have 2 blue. Aww.
Well, if
And-
you want me to not shoot and just fucking pat you on the back a bunch, I mean, I can totally
No,
do
I want you to keep shooting.
Yeah,
I want you
exactly.
to keep shooting. And
I love how Jackson's like, no, I'll handle this myself. I'm like, are you sure?
Yes.
Dead as fuck by now. So.
And I'll spend a force die to upgrade
Yeah,
one of
you
my
will.
dice because I want to shoot the human because he's annoying.
He has one less black die, right?
Yeah, it's
I-
no black die.
There's no black die, and wait. I aim. That's a blue die, right?
Yep.
3 blue die.
Stack them, baby.
Stack him hard. What?
9, 10, 11,
My b-
12.
My base is 10.
Base is 10, so 11,
Yep.
12, 13, 14. How do you have a base that high?
He modified the fuck out of his gun, this man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's well, it's a base 9, 10 at short at I have the talent point blank. So
That is 9.
as long as I'm at short range, which I imagine like
It is.
yeah, it's 1 more damage.
Okay. All right. What do you want to do with your advantage die?
1 blue die to whoever goes next, I guess.
Okay.
Sick. Alright, I shoot a man in the face. Is he dead?
No. And it's their turn now.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna spend a dark side die as one of them, the human. Now that the table's broken, stands up and shoots the lighting out above him, making the room more difficult to shoot into. And then they begin spraying Jax again with all of their wonderful bullets. So you have 1 black, 2 black,
2 black.
blue. I'm going to upgrade one of my greens to a yellow.
And I'll throw that die right back at you.
And you know what? I'll probably throw what die? Oh, you're going to cancel it?
Yeah.
You're a son of a bitch.
Ah, you just did the same.
Okay. That's a hit for 9.
Ow.
He's gonna pass a blue die on to his friend. Yeah, they keep their missed shots keep hitting the light panel, and it falls on you. And you're just like ah. And as you bend over for a moment, your head appears in the core. So they're looking out a door, and your head appears in the doorway. And the next one in line shoots you. And all right, so this guy's only got 2 blue die.
Only.
Well, he crits the fuck out of you. Yes, he does. Passes a blue die onto his friend. Can you roll a D100 plus 10 for me there? And you take 8 damage.
Damn. That will be enough to drop me. They're only shooting.
Oh, is that enough to drop you?
Yeah.
So we add another 10 to that because you're
67.
also unconscious. Beep boop. Okay, 67. Scattered senses. It is average, so write down you have a 2 purple wound, and you remove all blue die from skill checks until the end of the encounter. So the human calls out as they gun down Jax, and they're like, "Hey, y'all out there, surrender now! We're bounty hunters doing legitimate business. I don't know who you folks are, but we need to take that boy in."
As I said, we're security on the base here, and we have you surrounded, sir.
I turn
Go
up the
ahead.
volume. No.
You should slide across your papers if you've got them.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Can I
I'm
swap
pretty
for-
sure. I'm pretty sure I have night vision goggles, Arthur. I just wanted to make sure. They are called electro binoculars.
Okay, you're taking them out and putting them on.
Yeah.
All right.
Am I able to shoot?
Yep. There's no black die.
Okay. Does he slide his papers across?
No. I think they're both just gonna keep their hands on their guns.
Okay. Well, I will then lean in and take another shot, I guess.
Okay, you're shooting against 1 red.
1 red.
Yep.
How many force die we got left? Can I use one?
Use
Sure.
one. I'm gonna
Mark
use
it down to a purple.
All right.
And that's I'm gonna activate my critical.
Okay. All right. Roll a D100.
If he isn't dead already, he's nearly dead.
15.
Okay. So you shoot him, and he's like, "Oh!" and he drops his gun, and then falls backwards.
He's also got
Ah!
2 pierce. He's also got 2 pierce on this Arthur, by the way.
Okay. Well, he's still just as dead.
Okay, good.
He's
And
a
I was
little
like-
deader, I'd say.
You're still surrounded. I want to see them papers. Hands up. Come out. You can take this boy away if you want.
And I am going to swap my gun for Jack's gun.
Okay.
And try that one on for size. What was it? Ranged
Deathbot
heavy.
program activated.
Yeah,
Ranged
ranged
he-
heavy.
Ranged heavy.
So it's one red, one black right now, unless you have some way of seeing in darkness.
I know, but I can lower it. Right.
And you get a free
Two,
blue
one
dice because the gun is super accurate.
One blue, one
Are you using a force die to lower
Yeah.
the? Okay.
to a purple.
All right. One force die
And
left.
and you said one black because it's a dark room.
Yes.
Don't robots see in the dark?
One black. Ranged
Seems like
heavy.
He doesn't have the software.
Or
He's got
nothing
the
now?
hardware, but no one ever patched it for him.
Nothing. Flat
Huh.
nothing.
Completely nothing. Yeah.
Didn't you spend a
just
force
start
die?
shooting. Beep 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 beep. Bullets are flying everywhere.
Toby, did you spend a force die?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it went from red to purple though.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He's gonna spend a maneuver going here and then shoot.
See what my red would have been.
Actually, I think he's gonna spend a maneuver going here to engage with both of you. So now everybody's in engagement range.
Wait, do we get something if he comes into our engagement range?
There's no AOs.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah, so he's charging out, but he's got his bounty hunter's badge. So yeah, you guys are all shooting, and he's doing a cool skid slide on the floor, and he comes up with his badge, and he's got his gun pointed at Coral, and he's like, "This is my paperwork. You gonna let me take the boy?"
Is he armed?
Yeah, he's still got his gun. He's pointing it at you.
Why don't you put the gun down? I'm gonna do the smile thing again.
No,
actually.
he's gonna shoot you. Your immediate action wasn't yes, so he's just You're just why don't you put the gun? He's just bam, bam, bam. 2 green, 1 yellow. Do you have any defense?
2 black.
You don't have your cover anymore because he's past you.
1 black.
All right.
Is there any penalty for doing this in engagement
There
range?
is. I gotta look it up, and it's gonna be nasty as fuck.
For him.
Well, for him or for
+1. Oh no, that's the other way around. It's for him.
yeah, I thought so.
Plus modifiers depending on weapon used. I think it upgrades the difficulty. Right? Yeah, +1 difficulty. So it's 1 red,
I spend a force die as well.
1 black. To do what?
Make it more difficult for him.
It's literally 1 red.
Can I add a purple to that?
No, you can add another black if you want.
Yeah,
No, it's not worth that.
Okay.
blacks suck.
All right.
That sounded bad.
Yep, he does shoot you successfully towards the face as he lets out a spray of blaster bolts. That's 8 damage.
All right, make it 6.
How you looking there, Portal?
Good.
All right. Well, who wants to act first?
I will act first. Thank
You
you
gonna try
very
to
much.
talk him down again?
Am I able to slide backwards and get out of engagement range?
Yes.
and shoot
Leaving
him?
engagement range is a maneuver.
Okay. And how far do I get?
Just short range. There's not really
What is short range? Like what there?
Sure.
Okay.
Short range
All
is short range for a blaster. Everything's based around blaster ranges.
right. Well, I will shoot his ass.
Okay.
This isn't
he's-
some weird world where you measure things with what was it, Cyclops? No.
You got to see how many Cyclops you can.
Yeah,
into
take
the
6
ravine.
Cyclopses.
All right. So he has 1 red because he's an adversary. He's also engaged with Toby.
Oh no, his gun was pointed at me. He can't
Right.
have 2 guns pointed at 2 different
To
people.
engage doesn't
Both in-
mean he's
we're both
pointing
in
it at him.
engagement
It
range.
means he's both at engaged as a range.
Like I could just
Okay,
punch him.
but
right?
what does that mean for me not being in engagement range
It
shooting
means
at
if
him?
your roll is shitty enough, he can force your attack to hit him.
Fine. We gotta kill this guy.
Roll good.
Yeah.
All right, what is it? What am I rolling? 1
Force
red.
the- with-
1 red.
Can I make that a purple with a force die?
I'm going to tell you yes, but the issue is as soon as you do, it bumps back up to a red because you're shooting into engagement range.
All right, and I
So
won't do that.
so no.
There's no reason to. It keeps bumping back up to red.
Okay.
You can upgrade one of your dice.
So you have more upgrades than you have dice, and therefore the upgrades are rolling over?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I make it my green or yellow?
Yes.
All right, I'll do that instead.
Excellent. I like how everything's going on dark side.
Yes.
I critical him, Arthur.
Very well. Roll D100.
roll high.
Yeah, it's decent. 50.
It's also this also has 2 pierce on it as well, and
It's
it
a
does 9
fearsome wound. So yeah, you shoot him in the shoulder, and it like burns through his armor, and you can like see the flesh there. And he's just like ah, and he falls backwards into Toby's arms as his blaster flies wide.
Finish him.
Da, 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 da.
interface with his back.
What do you guys want to do now?
Oh my.
Is he dead? He died?
Yes, he's dead.
Oh yeah.
Shot him in the
great.
shoulder and killed him.
Okay, great.
Just
I'm guessing you guys burned through
Woo!
all of the force dice, so I can't
Yes,
use
they
them
did.
to retcon any action.
Yep.
Oh.
They burned through every single force die.
Well, it was either
Dargo
that
dies.
or let Dargo get taken away. I feel like we made the right choice. So.
Well,
I-
I have a question. How was combat for the first time?
difficult
it's a little
when
lethal.
everybody's shooting at me, and
I'm
but
trying
fun.
to bring you back in alive, boy. I love Dave trying to like lie his way out of the situation, and when his bluff gets called, he's like, can I smile at him?"
No, it's literally an ability I have, Arthur.
I know, but you said, "Let me see your papers, and we'll let you walk out of here." And he's like, "Okay, here's my papers. My gut is in your face. Can I take them?" And you're like, "Let me smile some more, boy."
Well, I mean, like Arthur, it removes his defenses, so like.
Well, it wasn't. It's takes a turn though. I think it was still his
yeah,
action.
it has to be on your turn. He's
Oh,
asking
okay.
you.
Yeah, he
I
was
see where
mid-act.
the
He like
problem
took his
is.
maneuver and then he took an action to shoot you in the face.
Yes,
Sure.
exactly. Your immediate answer wasn't, "Yes, you can take my friend."
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. We killed him anyway.
Yeah. All right. What do you guys want to do now?
Revive him.
Take a nap, apparently.
Revive him?
Yeah.
Revive who?
So Jax has already been healed,
fuck
so it's going to be
Jax.
Jax has
another
already
week.
been healed, so he can't be medicine for another week.
Yeah, we have to take him to another doctor.
Arthur,
Yeah, so I feel like what's going to happen, because we've got our time constraint, what with Thor, I think that we fade out there with, like, Toby checking over, I want to say
Jax.
Dargo, but it's not Dargo.
Jack.
We get like
and
we get like my
Dolphins.
pad.
I
with, like,
run
a
into the
paint
room and I'm like,
sheet.
my table! No!
You're the one that broke it.
It was
Arthur, I assume I saw that entire fight on the cam feed,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like,
Alright.
it ends right as you go to hyperspace. So,
Okay. Am I allowed another action just
What do you
before
wanna
I go? Well, so I'd originally planned on using one of those force dice to do kind of a retroactive action at the very end of the game, but apparently all of the force dice are now used.
I
So
know.
yeah, oh well. So if Jax is unconscious and he was the one that I handed the evidence to, I am going to attempt one last ditch effort.
Jax turned the evidence in, just in case you didn't catch that.
Did he? I didn't
Yes.
hear that.
Yep.
Oh, I never showed it to her. I just told her.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
that
told her that he was Grimscatter, but she never actually gave him the evidence that said that he was the reason why Kavane died. Or at least I didn't hear it.
Well, it was clear that she knew about that bit.
Yeah, she knew.
I just
about
wasn't
that.
sure she knew that he was Grimscatter and was
Okay.
a super hacker. I just wanted to make sure she knew about that.
Super
So-
uber
so-
hacksaw.
Yeah,
Okay.
and was prepared for that.
At some point, I would have probably tried to take over that Imperial assassin droid and give it new commands.
God, you really
As
just
I
want to
do.
walk away with a fucking exploding fucking carcass of a game behind you, don't
I
you?
do. I do.
All right, what are you
I
doing?
feel like Dargo's definitely Taylor Swift in Bad Blood. Or maybe he's Selena Gomez. Hard to say. Wow,
So if
nobody.
you don't want to let that go, that's totally fine.
So what happens is, you've chartered this private shuttle out to the Galactic Rim, and the captain is like a salty Corellian who's just like, ah, yeah, I've never been out this way before. Is there even anything here? Trying to like hit a needle in a haystack with these coordinates. We'll probably have to stop a couple times, make a few jumps. And like at the end of the travel, you come out of hyperspace like a fraction of a second too soon, and you see that there's it's a Republic dreadnought. So it's like 30 years old, and it's a prototype of an interdictor cruiser. It's currently got its gravity wells deployed.
Yep.
And the side of the ship's name is Grimscatter.
Okay.
And the shuttle begins docking with it, and the captain's like, yeah, there, doggo fellow, Ridian, whatever the hell's your name is. You sure you want to land on this thing? Looks like older than my fucking... make sure it got upgrades, spacesuit.
Seems we don't have much choice. Since we can't leave, since it deployed its interdiction field.
So,
Well, why is Salty
It's actually-
Captain not a like permanent fucking member of this show?
So, it's actually the interdictor. When you hit the outside range of an interdictor's gravity well, you're pulled out of hyperspace.
Yeah.
So that's how they make sure that people don't overshoot the base, is by deploying the gravity well permanently, and then everybody stops at the edge and flies in.
Okay.
Wait, I have an idea. You could try to sell him something, and if you get a crit, then he'll be a permanently.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what
So-
was that a reference to?
It's
You
you,
wanna make him
because
a
you're
permanent
always
ally.
rolling triumphs on your negotiation checks, and you keep adding people to your Rolodex that you never call on and always get the wrong name for. There's even an episode name called His Name is Sleot, and when he died, you still said Sleot.
lot or whatever.
I think. Can we just make it canon that Carl is bad at saying people's names?
Yes.
Because I'm bad at saying people's
I think
names.
that's
Because
pretty
Arthur
canon.
never makes a fucking name I can pronounce.
Victoria.
Thank you. Dang it.
Yeah, at least he made
Next guy's
Victoria.
name, if it's not Bob, I'm rioting. Bob the
Sure,
Bounty
we can have
Hunter.
Bob as long as the next person in line is Aerith.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
be calling her Air Raid if you're not careful.
Yeah, Bob and Aerith. Dargo, when you march off the shuttle,
Yep.
you know, it's an older model, as you might expect, this, dreadnought. It looks like it's very well kept up, however. Heavily modified, lots of upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
More importantly, you can hear the hum of the gravity well generators activating. It kind of shakes the whole ship. And Griswold, Aurelian Catton meets you at the end of the shuttles.
Yep.
And he's just like, Dargo, would you walk with me for a little while?
Seems I have no choice. Let's go.
So he takes you from the docking bay down a corridor, and it's just like a straight line through the center of the ship. And there's no, like, side doors off of it. And he turns towards you as you're walking and says, you know, Doggo, they say that as we go through our lives, we narrate the story about ourselves in our head. You find that to be true?
All the time.
Interesting. I believe that as well. Well, let me ask you a question, Doggo. Do you believe that power is given to us or earned?
Taken.
Good answer. Good answer. Did you see the news reports, by the way? It looks like my father committed suicide in a bathtub. It seems that he was overcome with intense sorrow staring at a picture of the baby bantha he killed. You know how hard it is to arrange a believable suicide.
I never tried to arrange someone else's suicide, so I'll have to take your word for that.
Don't worry, we'll get you some experience on it. Now, Doggo, I believe from interactions you've had with your fellow crewmates, you believe that I am Grimscatter, correct? The
That
master
is what
hacker?
you told me.
Well, in a way, that's true. In another way, it's not true. You see, I am just a simple man with a lot of money. And I happen to have a lot of friends with that money. And I've bought the best hackers, the best information analysts, the best slicers in the galaxy to work for me.
To what end are you recruiting this army of hackers?
So you come to a T intersection, and to one side there's a door that's marked, like, top secret, and the bottom says think tank. And the other end is a airlock. And he says, Dargo, this could be the last choice you make, so I want you to think very carefully. I'm not going to have you work for me if you aren't doing it willingly. So you either go out that airlock and hope that that salty old space captain can save you in time. Or you come with me, you work for the Grimskyder organization, and, well, I have a special project that has just your needs for it. You see, years ago, when I began plotting revenge against my father, it turned out the Bothan spy network was riddled with insurgents, misinformation. Everyone's always trying to betray each other and outperform each other. It's a inelegant apparatus. And so I've been killing off agents and recruiting them into my organization when they're much, much happier and willing and able to work against their old bosses. And you will be my piece de resistance, Dargo. You are the greatest naturally gifted hacker I've ever seen. No one can slice like you. You know that it took 4 counter-slicers to attempt to block you on that Sliot job, and you still cut through them even with access codes, working against you. Simply beautiful. My men thought it couldn't be done.
Well, don't underestimate me.
I assure you, Dargo, I won't underestimate you ever. So, the door or the airlock?
I kind of feel like this episode ends with Dargo looking in both directions. And fade to black.
No, you gotta pick
gotta
one.
choose.
It starts to fade to back, and then Griswold like waves his hand. He's like, "No, you must choose."
The circle's coming down, and then he like grabs the circle and rips it back open again.
The Sopranos.
Looney
Don't
Tunes
Soprano this
styles. Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, this is not a Willy Wonka episode, guys. This dude
Yep.
is a straight legit killer. He literally
I
just
feel like at
murdered
any
his
moment he's
father.
going to lean in for a kiss, too. It's
Yeah.
going to be like...
What is it with you and sex stuff in Star Wars, brother?
I said kiss, Arthur! My God!
I feel like Dargo's only option is to take the door on the right to
Alright.
To work for.
You mean the
Grimskyder.
airlock? Yeah, I would
No.
agree. That's a good choice.
So when the doors open, inside you see that there's like a dozen slicers who are all presumed to be dead.
Mhm.
Many of them are Bothan. There's a scattering of humans as well, and a Twi'lek and one Mon Calamari. But in the center of this massive room is a projection of what you've come to hear about. It looks like
It's Toby, right?
the Death Star plans.
Ah,
And Griswold's like,
when you
Now.
zoom out, it's Toby's head.
Doggo, I'm going to need you to help develop the defenses for the new Death Star plans. You see, the Emperor has attacked us. We fade to black. I can't get through it. This fade to black.
Fade to black.
What? I don't get what's so funny. What's so funny?
He designs the exhaust port on the fucking Death Star.
The one where you could just fly into the core and blow it up. I thought that would be a good ending for you, Tyler.
Like your last hurrah against this bad guy is to make a poorly defined fucking super weapon.
Yeah.
No, we definitely need to funnel all the exhaust through one pipe.
Obviously.
Makes
yeah.
total sense.
Perfect.
Clearly.
Oh, God. I think I might have cried a little.
A little bit.
I've been planning that for 3 weeks. And then Tyler was like, "We need to fade to black there." I was like, "No, I will have my moment. Damn it! I know I don't force very much in this game, but this one has to."
Oh, my cheeks hurt, Arthur. It's too fucking.
All right.
No.
Before we break up and before we lose Tyler forever and ever, this is the end of 5 weeks, so let's analyze the system. Let's talk about it.
Oh yeah.
I kept.
Oh yeah, that
for
part.
Dargo-
You know, the reason we're here.
I kept waiting for Dargo to say, "Oh, and by the way, I turn on my thermal detonator now."
I was waiting for it too. He would have been like, "Arthur, I'd like to spend a force die to activate the thermal detonator I bought."
I knew I
2
shouldn't have brought up
episodes
the
ago."
force die in that fight because no one remembered them until the very end.
Well, we
And
couldn't see
blew
how
through
many
all-
we had left in the fight.
Yeah,
so
I
that's
know.
how we
I
could
shouldn't have
see
said a damn thing.
Well, I was telling you guys.
Yeah,
Alright.
but no one seemed to. I don't know. People didn't seem to click that you could spend those. Like they weren't just your dice. But
Yeah, but we couldn't see them, so we were thinking about them. That's
well,
All right, let's break the system down. Talk about it.
I like the force die.
Excellent.
I like them a lot. I like the advantages. I think they add a lot to the story. I mean, a lot of people don't use them in like the ways that I use them, but that's fine. I'm fucking dumb when it comes to these sorts of things. I use them to look cool, but it doesn't
Yeah,
fucking.
I
in the
did
end.
it too. Someone
Yeah.
shot a table, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna shoot out some lights. Fine, we're doing
Yeah, that's
this.
cool. No, that's perfect. I mean, I love that sort of shit. I know nothing about Star Wars and all these alien things coming out. It's pretty cool to interact with them. Like, I literally have no idea about any of that sort of stuff. I thought the hacking was way too overpowered. Like, I thought being able to reach every aspect of the system with hacking is kind of silly. To be honest with you, I honestly feel like.
so I mean, in some sense, the same could be said of any of the investigation skills. It just so happened that Dargo invested so heavily in it. That,
Yeah, I get that, but the difference between hacking and investigation is one, you're competing against a die and then you get a result. The other is you're competing against an NPC that you can roleplay with. And that's really the ultimate difference there, right? So
and Arthur can always say, "This guy just no matter what is not willing to tell you this."
yeah. But with a,
I mean,
with a hacking
he could
role,
say the exact same thing of like any
But
of my
he-
attempts to get information. He could say the data isn't there. Like I tried to do that with the data pad with the video, and there was nothing.
Well, that's the other
So-
thing too. I mean, it's not just limited to this system where hacking is bullshit. Every single system where hacking is available, it's normally bullshit. So, just because of how it works, I think combat is incredibly lethal in this game. I don't think there's enough armor options available to the players to make up for the fact that we have someone who's dedicated to shooting dudes, yet he gets fucking destroyed by 3 guys with handguns. If they
To
focus
be
fire
honest,
him.
I got lucky. I got 2 criticals.
Yeah, still,
no.
I feel like there should be armor out there that negates criticals to some degree. You know what I mean? Like that feels like it
That was
sort
not
of,
an easy combat. Those were 3 matching.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna ask Arthur, what were you going for? Were you going for a difficult combat?
journeyman bounty hunters, so kind of equal to a starting character.
That's so they were basically almost as powerful as me, and
They were as powerful as you were when you made your character.
I haven't increased in combat potency that much. You know, a
Paid
dying here,
giant
a dying-
amounts of money to customize your weapon.
Yeah, and that's 1 blue die and 1 damage.
damage is a lot though. I mean, I think
Yeah,
I
it's-
really like the ability that
you know what
I
I
want to be
think?
clear. You keep saying lethal, but it's very difficult to be lethal. In order to be
Right.
lethal, you would have to have a plus 50 on a critical roll, and then someone roll a 100.
I don't know. I mean, I managed to crit 2 people and kill them outright.
Yes, but
and
They were
if-
NPCs.
They're NPCs. If they're not a nemesis level boss,
They just die to
criticals
it.
automatically kill somebody.
So here's what I think is bullshit: is that how many wounds were you able to deal out like during that battle, and how much healing can I do as a heal bot is way off. And
Like,
then I
is
have
there,
to
like,
wait a week to heal someone again. Like, and I only get 1. Like, if I get 1 success, that's 1 point, and then luckily I have like to, it would cost a lot of points to invest in.
I know
to get the
mechanically
2
that might
bonus
not
ones.
seem like a lot, but remember that Luke got stuck in a Bacta tank for like fucking weeks. Movies.
Yeah, but that's
Imagine in real life, if you get shot a bunch of times, you're going to be spending time in the hospital. Even
is
if
there
someone
like
Battlefield medics
another
you.
type of healing object, like a stim pack that can give you like
The
recovery?
stim packs, no, hurt you. Like, they give
Stim
you.
packs give you straight. I have a stim pack, but that's like boost your stats, like make you better at shooting stuff, but strain you.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
I mean, they're
asking if anyone
just
wanted me to
combat
get
drugs.
stim packs, and everyone was like, no, like, I don't think we're going to use
What's
stim
an
packs.
emergency med pack then? What's a synth skin? What's a med pack? What's an emergency med pack? What's Bacta? What's all
I
that?
think a med pack is just what makes you be able to make a medicine check. Otherwise, you can't do anything.
Hmm.
Apply retain first aid, including med packs. I think a med pack is just a regular first aid kit. Like, nothing.
Is there anything in your doctor tree that can allow you to make multiple doctor rolls? I mean, maybe that's where that skill lies, you know?
Well, there's like a re-roll mechanic that I can get in a little bit.
Yeah,
but also that's
but-
scary. You can get, a worse roll unless you would like get a complete failure. It'd be scary to re-roll.
Yeah, but there's nothing that lets you do it more than once a week.
No,
And
you have to like once a week. It's kind of
basically
that's what I think. It's like once you give us a combat, you have to wait weeks before we can have another combat. Like,
well, in 1 week and a healing check, I'll be usable, but I'll still be,
oh yeah, you'll
Yeah.
get one every day, and then we can probably put you in a back to tank too. Actually, that increases it 1 a day again, right?
well,
Yeah, we
if
can stick you in a back to tank, and we'll have you back in like 6 days or something. Then
I have
But
16.
then you have to have a back to tank on your ship, which is going to be ridiculously expensive, I think.
no, we'll just take him to a doctor on the place.
do
Eventually,
that.
we'll go back to tank.
What
I
did
have-
you
I
guys
have-
think of what I was trying to do in combat instead of shooting people?
The leadership thing worked great.
I think if there's
extra
dice. Another like more ways for you to do that. I just think that like my character really has like hardly any chance of being able to shoot anyone, or even like the thing that I do have. I still have to brawl someone, which I don't
I
have.
feel like if you took a tree in Smuggler, like, it'd be very useful to you as a droid.
Well, honestly,
Get out.
I mean, what's your brawn rating?
Mine?
mine it's
Toby.
2.
Yeah, I mean, you can, with that stat, you're never going to be really that great at, brawling people, but
Yeah.
but still, you can heal at least one person.
But
every
heal
time.
doesn't do anything in combat. At least with the Smuggler tree, you can do your Toby stuff, right? You can be like, oh, I think you should blah, 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 right? And it would let you
Hand out
do the
dice.
same thing. Yeah, like you'd be able to do things other than shoot a guy in combat. Kind of what I can do in combat as an alternate to just shooting a guy, right? So, like, there are things that you should look into if you want to be able to do that.
We're getting right now. We just get 15 more experience. I mean, as the system seems pretty good. Like, I think I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have been a droid if I knew we were gonna do a longer game.
Or maybe you can remake
Oh.
a character if you want. Like, you don't have to be Toby.
I like
But Toby.
though. It's fucking fun.
The British,
And then we can
British
just
robot.
have Toby. Yeah, but we can just have Toby on the ship as a healing droid, right? I mean,
Yeah,
at that
I
point,
mean,
it's
Toby
like-
can be part of the inventory.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean. Like, and when
our
Toby
actual
wants to
just
interface
heal
or
bot.
something, you can just act as him. Like, we're not losing him as a character. But if you want to build someone who's more applicable to shooting dudes, then yeah, please. I mean, like, that makes the most sense to me, right?
Yeah.
I really like the
We just
social
we're getting
aspects of this
15.
game. Like, I think it's super good. I don't know if you guys really engaged in it that much, but like being able to like charm people or like negotiate with people and have it like it's especially prevalent like when you have the advantages, right? And then you could just be like, well, can I just sort of be more attractive, or can I be more charming, or can like a light source come down and help with my coercion. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do with these dice in a social situation that I feel like you can't really do too much of in like a combat situation. But, Arthur shooting out the lights, for example, was awesome. Like, that was a good use of an advantage die, right?
Or Thor having you shoot out the table.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I mean, like, there's cool things you can do like that. And I feel like if we just sort of like don't read too heavily into the rules regarding like the uses of that, and Arthur, you just sort of come up with an imaginary number in your head of how many advantages that would take to do, I feel like the game would be a lot more interesting to play. But that's just coming from someone who wants to use advantage dice in ways that the book doesn't say. So,
Yeah,
Do
I can see
cool
what you
shit.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's always fun.
well, I have 45 XP right now after just we get
Wow.
15, right? Each.
Get
So
15.
I have 45, so that means I could buy into another tree.
Yeah, it
Don't
only
forget
costs
that
you
you all
30.
got-
So.
You got 5 at the beginning of the episode for the
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that in.
mess
So
with
we're
Dave.
That was cool. I like that. Do more
Oh, you
of that.
did? Yeah.
I just want to say, Dave, I literally wrote in the planning document when you would start freaking out. And it was
Yeah.
perfectly on time. I was like, right after Toby, he's going to start freaking out. And as soon as it happened, you were like, ah!
On cue.
Hey man, I know what you're putting down. I'm gonna work with you, man. I'll work with you. I'll work with that ass, you know what I'm saying? I'll mold it. Mold it into a story.
Oh, God.
I
It's
had
nice
a-
to have a fucking RPG system, by the way, that you guys don't instantly fucking savagely destroy for
Yeah.
40
Okay,
minutes.
I mean, I am impressed that they have such a robust dice system that they made
Yeah.
that works,
I
and
like
the
it.
game
Yeah.
flows. As after like the first episode, like 2, 3, and 4, like we were pretty damn quick, and after I figured out my character sheet, it's even easier. And man, the system works great for storytelling.
Yeah.
You know what I'd
Yeah.
really like to do more of though? I'd want to do more skullduggery
Yeah.
stuff going into the future. Like we didn't have a lot of chance for that, but
Healing things? Yeah.
Well, also like doing shady shit, right? Like
yeah, I've just been like
shady characters.
breaking shit.
yeah, breaking shit or whatever. But
Talk
I
to
okay,
Swarg.
yeah, what was it?
Talk to
Yeah, we'll
Swarg.
talk to Swargula.
Yeah, man.
Does he have
So,
a, does
what
he
do-
have a
what do you-
PC? Oh, fucking high.
Yeah, he's coming in as a hired gun mercenary.
Oh, cool.
So, what do you feel about making another character, Toby, or do you want to?
I
I'll
love how
probably,
everybody's automatically like, yeah, Toby will definitely stay on the ship and heal us at our command. And no one's
I-
looking at me sitting here in the corner being like, that's not going to happen. Toby's going to take his new R5 unit and fucking fuck off and start a robot army.
Toby's awesome. Toby.
yeah, no, we
No,
can't.
I
take
just-
Toby
like-
off
we
the
like
ship.
the character.
I just felt your frustration in that combat, man. I
feel
really
like,
did.
yeah, well,
Well, I just
maybe
wasn't
this
sure
is
what
the
to
moment.
do.
This is the moment where both player and character begin learning how to do combat and putting skills into.
Yeah, I have 45 XP. I'm just gonna dump that into be trying to hurt people.
Yeah, exactly.
There we
And
go.
we have,
Yeah, I mean,
and
Because
let's-
now
you
we're
can
bounty
get-
hunters.
We got a bunch of money. Let's start spending that.
Wait, what type of money? We got 6,000 now or something?
Oh no,
We
you've
just
got
got
like
6,000.
25,000 credits, which is unspent.
Yeah.
Oh, Nelly.
Yeah, let's go buy a
Good
bunch
start.
of weaponry and stuff, and turn me into a murder bot. I think is the plan.
And yeah,
Everyone gets dead man switches.
This would have happened
That
much
makes Toby.
earlier if we got in if we got in more combat. This would have happened much earlier, probably, huh? But it's funny because yeah, like we got into
I've already
combat. It was really
got-
intense.
I've already got plans for what I'm buying, and if I remember correctly, Arthur was okay with me just spending a little bit more money rather than wasting time doing 500
We'll
rolls.
talk about it in an email.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, if
Yep.
you're looking at stuff and you have suggestions for Toby, since you already have looked at the weapons for like fucking hours, probably.
Well,
Yeah,
you
just
see,
hit me on an email and be like, dude, Toby should be this kind of killer bot.
just get a blaster rifle like me. They're simple, easy, they're good. I
All
mean,
right. Well, this is the kind of talk we can do
Yeah.
post game or email.
I don't like other than, I mean, you have a good point, Arthur, about the healing. And I think it's just that I'm used to, if I'm a cleric, be able to do
Spam heals, yes, I
tens
know.
and tens of heals.
Yep.
Uh,
That's not what this system is.
so I think I was just a little bit like, it's interesting to be like, oh yeah, I'll play a droid doctor, but you're like, oh, I don't actually have a ton of utility.
Well, you're removing crits left and right like a fucking.
Yeah, that
boss.
is. I've been rolling like a boss. That's true. So that is very beneficial. But I mean, yeah, I think it's a perfectly good role to play. I just need to be able to shoot a blaster a little more accurately, and buy a blaster for next time.
Oh, I mean, you can pick up one of these guys' blasters. I mean, that's the same gun I have.
Oh, okay.
yeah, those are good.
Those are really good. Super good guns.
Yeah.
And you can
I
modify
had-
like I have too and just be like, pew, pew, motherfucker.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think I really have like anything bothering me with the system. I really just want to keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
I like the system. It is good. And really, I don't think I have any major issues with the system other than modifications and negotiation requiring, so
Too many
much time,
rolls.
but too many rolls and too much time. But we've already discussed that, and we're past that.
But I
so
bet
that's
there's a
good.
lot of people that get really into that, or like they're like, oh, let's just spend 3 hours like talking about gear and like going from shop to shop and buying different stuff.
I would
people-
be down for that, but you'd need to save up purchases across a number of episodes to do it.
Mhm.
Now,
Fuck.
since we're jumping into like a combat heavy version of this game, if you guys want to come up with something, we can start off with a negotiation roll at the start. If you want. And see what we can get for what price.
Well, I was hoping we could do that between, just
Yeah,
have
let's do
that
it.
ready on Wednesday, so
Yeah,
we don't have
let's
to
do it tomorrow.
spend. So basically,
Okay.
Swargula doesn't come in, and then we're like, okay, the first
Well,
2
we
hours
also
of
need to
shop-
get him stuff as well, so we can't spend everything.
Okay.
No,
He comes
no,
in
I
with-
mean, we have 25,000 credits.
Yeah, that's like
you
2
actually
pieces of
have
armor.
Almost 29,000 because I forgot to include
Jesus.
the 3,000 from the
Good.
Joy Hunter mission completion.
29,000 credits. I think I need about 3,000 for everything I want at the moment.
This is stuff
What do
we
you-
can talk about.
Yeah, I just wanted to
So-
say I enjoyed the
We'll
as
be
far
fine.
as story and system. The arc was cool. I thought it went well today. Sending Tyler off, and I'll definitely miss role playing with him every Monday, like we have been for the last so many weeks.
For you,
Yeah.
it would be 14.
The last 14 weeks, I got to hang
It
out
has
with you
been a lot
every
of
week.
fun, everyone.
Yeah.
I truly do appreciate you letting me join in with your group, Arthur.
Yeah.
And,
I appreciate you showing
and
up.
others. Yeah. Well,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
Every
good.
Monday night.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I will hook. I'll get in touch in another 6 months if I'm able to.
All right.
So,
Let's activate sellout mode, apparently. Starting with Virgil. Why don't you sell out real quick?
Hey everybody, I'm Virgil, also known as Zircon5 on Twitch. You can find me on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Zircon5 if you want to see me messing about with some art or music or video games. Also, if you want to know when I'm going live or just see cool stuff that I tweet, at Virgil Levenger is my Twitter handle, so you can go follow me there.
Definitely real easy to find because the spelling is super easy to understand.
There's only one Virgil Levenger, so it's not actually that hard.
Yeah, Dave, why don't you go ahead and sell out now?
I don't need to sell out, bro. My name's Dave. I don't need to sell out because I'm against the man. If you want to find out how anti-corporate I am, you can head on over to my Twitch channel where I do lots of anti-corporate stuff like play video games and talk about TTRPGs and shit. It's over at twitch.tv/Henley. Dog.
Follow, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys again on Wednesday and every following Wednesday. I'll be going on vacation in 2 weeks, and when I come back, the new Monday night slot will be filled with a Stars Without Numbers spin-off called Spears of the Dawn, which is a Africana mythological fantasy.
Not racist. Not racist at all.
Just Henley that's racist, not the game.
For white people, players, for African people in an African setting. What could
My
go
part-
wrong?
that's your problem is that my party isn't for white people.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, we got diversity crew all up in this shit. So get the fuck
Fuck
out of the
yeah.
house, bro.
3 white people.
Really? Get fucked. All right. Have a good night.